Hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your mid monthly reading. I'm so happy and grateful to have you here with me today. Let's dive in gently into your coffee cup, then the tarot, and see what's coming your way. Before I even open the coffee cup, I see a pathway appearing right there. There's still some time for that to appear, and it's outside your comfort zone. I see there's a person right here in your and the pathway of yours, let's say, it's not really your heart, but I look at your heart, I took a glimpse at it, and you might not have clarity at the moment about a subject. I see there's a fish appearing right there. Fish can be symbolizing a resource, manifestation of abundance, a material success, maybe even money in some cases. And that fish is leading through this crowd to outside source. You can see maybe the face of the person right here. He kind of looks like even he's wearing a dark mask, okay? This can be someone in the literal sense wearing a mask. Darker mask can be symbolizing this person is appearing in a way that they are really strict, and maybe even someone do not really feel trusting or confident about. But you can see their body is actually like forming a pathway, also looks bright and lighter. So I feel like here for some of you, this can be even a soul contract coming forward through someone. This person doesn't really have negative intentions, but they have a lesson to teach, maybe even, okay? Maybe you have like a soul contract with a person. There's something that you're learning through this experience with them, okay? I see there's a tears of joy coming forward. This is an outside source as well, a legal paper forming here. The legal paper might be symbolizing a contract, a plane ticket, an approval, anything that applies to your situation at this moment. And when we look inside, there's a legal paper here again, and a person's like an older grandma's face is on there. This can even be like a letter from the past coming forward. Maybe for some of you, you have an ancestor or a grandma or a grandfather that has left you something and you're receiving that message. Okay. And I know this is very specific for some, and this is for the last 2 weeks of the June, but in the beginning of the last 2 weeks, the third one, let's say the third week and the fourth week, the third one, this person is actually showing up here, and they are actually leaning their head against someone right there, which has a seahorse above them. Seahorse can be symbolizing a masculine water sign, maybe even male water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and a King of Cups energy. Someone who's loving, supportive, someone who is when it comes to the masculine sense, they have a more gentle attitude towards life. So this can be a couple appearing here, or this can even be like, I feel like maybe your elder grandfathers, grandmothers, that they are leaving a certain message. I see here when I look at the nose right there, this shows up as a horse. So this can even be like an ancestral message that you're going to be receiving, which is going to be your wish fulfillment, okay? I see there is a mountain forming here, but the mountain kind of looks like a tent as well. So this can be inside the mountain. Maybe it's a mountain that is actually a cavern, that is a place that is made to live, like the mountains in the Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. If you have seen the Hobbit movie, the dwarves actually create this amazing place for themselves to live. They carve this mountain and turn that into a kingdom for themselves. So it can be something like this. The mountain can be even a place that is really hard to enter, go into, that you're finding your place in there. This can be caused by this ancestral thing, maybe a skill that you're being passed on, or something that you will inherit. Maybe even this is something ancestors, we are all connected, by the way. This can be the ancestors of the whole humanity. Maybe someone message is reaching you as well. And then with that information, you're utilizing it perfectly and entering into this mountain. There is a branch in this mountain. There are two people on top of this branch. This can be, oh, literally, this sounds like a company, by the way. The companies have branches, and there are two people on top of that branch. Maybe they are partnering up with you, or they are leading you, because I see there's another person right there under them. So maybe they're leading you to the higher position. If you're working in this kind of a structure, this can be you might have two superiors, which their knowledge, maybe when they passed on to you, can open great doors for you. Another thing here, this tent can also symbolize a spiritual journey. Maybe you're going to be setting off to. There might be two elders again inside the same space. Maybe giving you guidance and information, so it can be useful on that front as well. Another thing I see here, there's actually like a stove, kind of like not the stove, but that they make with the stones, make a round shape and then build a little on top of it, and then people can cook things inside of it. It's like stone oven, but in a more primitive way. And I see this is something is cooking inside of it, okay, which is beautiful. And I see here, this is maybe a family structure that you're forming a family business or becoming a part of one, okay? I know this is like a very short time period. Like when we look at the third and the fourth week of the month, maybe you don't really cross your path from something like that. But if that's the intention, there is a light at the end of the tunnel for you. I see there's a ghost appearing here towards the end of the week, the third week. The ghost has the head of a bull right there. The bull can be a Taurus from your past. They have positive intentions. You can see their horns right there. The horns kind of look like D, like Derek, Adeline, Ada. Can be in someone's first name or the last name, can be feminine. No, but the bull is masculine energy. Masculine, male or female energy. So this can be someone who's an authority. They have positive intentions, but their intentions might sound negative because of the way they word it, the way they put it out there. But I feel like here, this is actually getting you closer with the community right there. Okay, so everything happens for a reason here. If this is someone that you are moving away from and starting to get closer with another environment, that's a good reason there. There's something that maybe you're completing a cycle and opening up a new one. That's why you are moving away from a structure that you're used to, because that's what the Taurus energy is. It's like a strict structure. When we look at the Hierophant, he's sitting on top of a box. Maybe this was a limited thinking pattern or a limiting thinking person that you are leaving behind and entering into a very festive environment here. Within the fourth week, we're going to dive into the Cancer. We're going to start the season of the Cancer, which is an intuitive sign, an emotional sign, a water sign like you are, but their nature is different than yours. And I see here, you might find yourself in an environment of fluidity because there's an orca right there. Orcas tend to be, they're known as killer whale as well, even though they look cute. They tend to be the predators to certain animals. So orca can be symbolizing, yes, we're going to enter into the time of emotions, but there are going to be some people there. Maybe emotionally you have to be strong to manage the situations here. I see another cliff right here though. The cliff is a good sign because the Fool is on top of the cliff and setting off to a new adventure. And I see a bell right here that you can, like those little bells that you can ring. Maybe I should grab one because those are good for actually removing the negative spirits away. So it can be your new adventure. You're going through, maybe the orca is your past patterns, the past people kept coming into your life, and you are facing that with joy here. Smiling fish right there. You are the Pisces, you're the fish. You're facing the situation with joy, taking it as, okay, this is is expected, but this time I'm turning things around. Maybe you're responding in a different way to this person, okay? And I see that the ring is actually going to be the new beginning of your adventure, maybe even a new race if you're starting a new one, but this time you are setting the rules. And I see here you're standing right there on top of a hill as the Lady Themis, which is the symbol of the justice, and she holds the scales in her hands. Even though Lady Themis is a Libra energy, I feel like there's some tears of joy coming forward with that. Maybe you are actually going to become the Lady Themis, make a decision, become the judge of something. And this reaches back to this older gentleman there, and the horse is appearing again. So this can be even being a managing position, being a position of power is your certain goal, and your first steps is actually going to lead you eventually to that point. Okay, I see there's a pathway opening outside your comfort zone here. This is in the beginning of the 4th week timeline, and there is something filling up here. This kind of looks like a river as well. An abundant resource is filling your part of the land. Basically, that's what the river beds are. Like next to river beds, you have the abundant soil. And so you're going to be able to plant something, a new seeds with that energy. Let's dive into your saucer, which looks beautiful and clear. As you can see, I see small chunks of money showing up right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This can be even heads of people, okay? If you are looking for new clients or want to connect with new energies, this can be like new friendships coming into your life. I see a dog right here. Dog is watching you from outside. This can be someone loyal to you. Your desire, within the first flip, it didn't really show up, but the second flip, it actually comes forward. I see the letter D here again, like Derek. Keeps popping into my mind, but it's not not an uncommon name, but it's not like an everyday name like Daniel, or maybe I'm trying to think a common name with a D, but it just as soon as I start thinking, I draw blank. But it's okay. There's a second desire coming forward here, which is coming really fast. This is actually flowing easily. And I feel like this is unexpectedly. Something that you desire, but not really you're dwelling on, is going to be also flowing into your life. I see there's your energy field is intact. And these people are appearing when your energy field is intact. Meaning when you're feeling good, when you're feeling protected, safe. And there's a koala bear. You can see here. Koala bears need tending. And there's a pig right here. Pigs usually symbolize saving money, piggy banks, all about like saving it. So this can be someone. Now this is going to connect to something. Both desires are aligning perfectly and coming really fast. This koala bear can be outside of your comfort zone. This can be representative of the person's personality, or maybe this can be your real sanctuary, that you're forming a sanctuary for certain animals. But pig can be an investor that is required in this space, okay? It can be someone who can invest money, time, energy, resources into that thing. And that's why they're standing in the doorway. So you might have to maybe even connect with this person and relay a plan. This can even be your thoughts bubbles that you're putting together as a presentation and putting it out there for them. This is very specific, but it can be reinterpreted. The pig can also be a family member, someone who has resources in their hand, who is a good saver, who collected necessary resources and money. Maybe they have it in their hand and they're looking for a place to invest. And it seems like this can even be your income plan if you're planning a business, okay, that what it is going to bring. And your presentation is helping them to open the doors for you as well. This is going to be your tarot. We're going to look into your surrounding energy. If you have a question, it's good to focus on that one so we can get the answers for it. Okay, hold it in your mind. Hold your question in your mind and let's see what's coming your way. Okay, we have Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are manifesting money. This is a new beginning. This is a surrounding energy. So whatever you think, you're thinking, will that work out in a financial sense, in a material sense? Will that bring me gain? Ace of Pentacles is a good approval for that. We're going to get the clarifiers as well. But this is overall a good start. It means that you are on a pathway that has abundance. It's just at the end of the day, you will receive the abundance. This can even be for some of you, if that's what you're desiring, a learning, a new school, a learning experience, an investment opportunity, a new home, a new car, partnership forming that will have like a guaranteed success. I feel like guaranteed success that you can tell if it is or not is that it will have numbers written all over it. Okay, this is not a chance or good luck. It's the Ace of Pentacles is groundedness, knowingness that this is going to work out eventually. Can also apply to relationships as well, but not only it includes love, but also includes like the stability energy inside of it. Because sometimes it doesn't mean love doesn't have stability. Love can be an emotion in some cases that can be interpreted as an emotion, but in some cases it can be interpreted as action, which is like when the age gets older, we come to realize that love is not only an emotion, it's an action, and not only you can feel love towards someone, but when they love you, if they're using the action points, then you can feel their love towards you as well. Okay, this is the hidden aspect of the situation, the world. You're completing a cycle. That's why it's looking very optimistic, bright, and golden here. The world is ending a cycle and beginning a new one. We have two guardian angels in the feminine sense coming forward. I feel like your new beginning is going to include a lot of love and compassion in it as well. Gentleness, basically. This is your soul guidance and pressing assignment. Start planning what you want to manifest. This is Two of Wands energy. You see he has two wands here. He has his crystal ball. He can feel what's going to happen, but still he doesn't leave it for the chance. So start planning what you want to accomplish, or maybe even if you have a certain plan in your mind, start writing that down. And it's not etched in stone. You can keep changing it every single day, even the desires that you want to manifest. And the thing is, I was actually listening to Brian Tracy's goals. I think the name of the book is The Goals, and he says like every day before you go to sleep and first thing you wake up in the morning, write down your 10 to 15 goals. He says, I can't even find 10 to 15 goals, but I started doing recently. He says you don't have to keep writing the same things down. You can come up with different goals every day and just keep it there. Keep writing it down. And maybe before you go to sleep, visualize having those, what that would feel like. And that will eventually, your intuition will guide you towards the right direction to obtain them. Because when you act like and write it like you have them, your mind actually believes you and finds the right ways, the solutions to bring that into life. This is, like I said, plan it out. We have final additional guidance and clarity here as Five of Wands. Along the way, you can actually face conflict. Oh, we have under it the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you can face conflict during this journey. Okay, someone might oppose you. We have actually, even though this is a Five of Wands, we have six angels right here. I feel like this one is not really opposing anything. It's just an observer. So you can be the sixth angel here. You can be the observing one instead of just indulging into this, because sometimes drama and conflict can give satisfaction to some people. When they have competition, they might get pleasure out of it. And it seems like here, if you're detecting that energy, you know what? Keep it calm and clear. Keep it cool, calm, collected. That's what I was trying to say. And focus on being the energy of the page of Knight of Pentacles, because he is calm, cool, and collected. He has his land behind him. He made his investment in the right ways, and he's ready to collect the crops, and it's a cycle for him. The wellness and abundance is a life cycle of him. And it seems like you're channeling that energy here. The surrounding energy, you're setting off to a new adventure now. The ship indicates a new adventure with the Ace of Pentacles. If you are looking for resources to go on a new adventure, it seems like it might be appearing here. What's hidden is there's always sun shining after the storm. So you're ending a cycle with the world card for sure. And this is actually your confirmation that the sun is going to start shining. So focus on what's next. Maybe you have been through something and now it is coming to an end, and this too shall pass and you will start anew. So start planning, and just that's what you should be aware of. That's your assignment. Start planning for the good new days. Let's see. Yes, there's a home right here, a beautiful home that, or a place is waiting for you that you will feel at home and you will find yourself in that space. And the anchor tells me that, yes, you will not only go to that new place and you will anchor yourself there. This can be, instead of a fighting community, finding a supportive community. This can be material satisfaction. Maybe you are going through the fluctuations of the timeline, but this will help you find material satisfaction eventually and anchor yourself to where you are, okay? I'm going to dive into your oracle now. We're going to look into what you need to know, what you need to do, and what you need to release. This is called Akashic Tarot that I am using. This has a different structure of tarot. This is not like the regular one. So I'm going to get some help through the guidebook here. Let's see. This is the part that what you need to know. Fated meeting. Okay. This can be maybe someone that you have already met. It means that this is something that is fated. So do not doubt the guidance here. And what you need to know about this is maybe you don't even have to do anything. Just go with the flow when it comes to this meeting. And what you need to do, we have will, wisdom, and mind, that you're aligning all the powers. And we have here, I think this is, the world is number 21, right? 20 is the judgment. So that's why I said these are not really aligning with a regular tarot. This is all will, wisdom, and mind. You're aligning all the resources together, which I feel like this has magician's energy. You know, the crown, the fire, the water, and all the elements as well. This is what you need to do. We're going to look into the guidebook in a second. And this is what you need to release. Uriel and the Sphinx. The darkness I have here. And let's see what the meanings are. The fated meaning with the number 7. These are all major arcana part of the story, by the way, which is high energy. Fated meaning, we have a clock tower right there. Yes, kind of looks a beautiful scene, right? We're watching. With this card, you're coming to a very important relationship in your life. Either it is entirely new or existing relationship is being lifted to a much higher experience. Karma from past lives may have brought you together here. So it's important for both of you to stay alert. Keep your individual and collective growth a priority and act with deference and compassion to yourself and each other. If you both honor your karmic course, this could be one of the highest relationships you can know. Okay, this is what you need to know. Okay, someone coming into your life. This looks like a romantic meeting, but it can be also a friendship forming that you will grow together if you align your energies and know that this is aligning you with your highest good as well. We have here what you need to do. This is actually a time representing a time of enormous power, balance, and expression. The first 3 rays, or the energies of the divine, move within you equally. Power and will, love and wisdom, and intellect or mind. You're working intimately with the ascended masters who are linked to these energies. With the participation of the masters, you can raise your focus to a higher power and purpose. You can combine the fire of creativity with the water receptivity in order to make your contribution to the world. With the gold crown raised high, you're likely to find yourself in a significant position of authority and influence at this time, which we saw it in your cup as well. You have 2 guidances in there. That can be your ancestors, and they are carrying you to the top with them. And it's likely to be a phase of great activity, but you can handle it. With these powers in play, you're able to discipline yourself to bring together meditation, creativity, rest, and action required. Take advantage of this time and use these powers well. There are nothing less than the divine forces moving through you so that you can manifest all the power in the world. Wow, I love that for you. Let's see what you need to release during this timeline with the Uriel and Sphinx. Okay, we have the sands of the desert have covered, okay, once again. Not only have you put aside the deep inner work that brings to light your self-discovery, but also you have allowed even the mundane little things of life to settle upon you and keep you from your spiritual power, which I cannot really judge anyone about this because this happens to the best of us. Even though I have my daily journaling and meditation practice, sometimes life goes so fast and all the things that we need to do day by day actually takes the space of that. Sometimes I wake up with an anxiety of, oh, I need to take care of this material things that I don't really have time for late hours to recording because it's just the way the life goes. Today, we are living in an accelerated, fast world. So this is not about judgment. This is about, I feel like, knowing that this happens to the best of us, but also the careful descents are quick and we might, this applies to me as well, even though I don't have Pisces. I feel like there's a message for everyone here. Even though we divert to other things our attention and leave our own self and soul behind, this is basically suggesting that you must recommit and make a greater effort to achieve connection with our higher purposes and our divine self. Happily, there is still someone, both in spirit and in the physical world, who can help find a kindred soul who shares your quest and open to the Archangel Uriel. Make these relationships and your inner work a renewed priority. You have always been and will always be the most important job you will ever have. Dig in. Okay? So maybe you can release that feeling of rush if you're experiencing that. Okay? Let's dive into your second oracle now. I ask the best advice or guidance for my beautiful Pisces through unconditional love. Thank you. And then I will pull a final affirmation. There are many affirmations on these cards as well. I want to see what the Archangel Uriel actually brings us. Uriel illuminates and brings peace and connection with the ancestors. We have the Gabriel here. Gabriel is the carrier of the messages. Inspires and guides you to deeper understanding of dreams and inner knowing. Guys, oh yeah, you are intuitive, so you might have some messages coming to you through dream symbolism. We have ammonite. This is, I think it's a fossil. It's looking beautiful. Are you spiraling round and round? Are you trying to find answers? It is time to stop, go within, and allow yourself to step into the deep recesses of your mind and emotions in order to uncover the truth. Take time for reflection beside the ocean or a body of water. This is really on point for you because some signs are really aligned with their elements. If you're aligned with your water element, this can be really helpful. We have the Archangel Gabriel coming to you. I know the truth in the center of myself. All the answers lie within. Ancient knowledge and wisdom are available to me, for sure. I recall my dreams when I awaken and use them as tools to help guide me in my waking life. Oh, I love that for you. Let's get to the final affirmation. This is a super attractor affirmation. So let's see how you can attract your desires at this time. And you can use the power of affirmations. We have a little beautiful bird right here. The universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately toward highest good. Oh, wow. I love that. So it's about knowing that everything happens for a reason. And if the things are not really looking like working for you, this is basically the universe's way of redirecting you towards what needs to be happening so you can achieve success in your desires, okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me. If this reading touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so we can keep walking this journey together. Your energy means the world here. Until next time, take care of your beautiful soul. I wish you a magical day. Bye.